Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today. Give the dogs their barking. I got my puppy running around and barking at him. But anyways, I notice one of the big things that's going on seems to be more prevalent than ever. Is dementia. Doesn't matter what form of dementia, whether it's Alzheimer's, vascular, Lewy body, frontotemporal dementia. You know, what they call it in another country, it's not even called dementia. They call it type 3 diabetes. You know why? Because it's just like diabetes, but it's happening in the brain. So what do we need to do to fix this issue? Is cut out your processed carbs and your refined sugar. That is the problem. Americans eat junk food. We eat bread. We eat sugarous soda. And that's the problem. I was at the grocery store today, and we just happened to be in a slower line, and I looked around and I noticed that, probably 90% of the people were buying soda. They were buying donuts and other sweet cakes and cookies and all this stuff. And I think that's one of the problems. My mom had vascular dementia, and she loved to eat. I mean, she ate plenty of bread, plenty of sweet stuff. And so I believe that's definitely a big issue that what we need to do. We need to stop eating this junk food. I know it tastes good. And if you eat it every blue moon, treat yourself. I don't think that's the problem. It's when we eat it every day. Even like I said, bread, a lot of people may not eat a lot of sweet stuff, but bread is sweet. I mean, it's sugar. It turns into sugar. Bread, pasta, rice. And I think that's one of the biggest issues we're having right now. We need to eat more protein, fish, red meat. I know red meat's been labeled a villain, the enemy, but it's not. It's the best thing we can do. We can eat. It's much better than chicken or pork. So I say fish and primarily red meat. It doesn't have to be grass-fed. Is a grass-fed the best? Sure, it is. But the way cows eat, they have multiple stomachs, so their food's digested so well, even the grain-fed is okay. So we need to eat that. Eat lots of eggs. Don't worry about cholesterol. Cholesterol is something we need. Our brains are predominantly cholesterol. We need it. We need to get off of the statin medications. Statin medications are what's another issue that's causing dementia. That's one of the big issues as well, besides our diet, is because they're taking away the cholesterol from our bodies that our brains need. Don't worry about what your cholesterol, worry about your triglyceride numbers. Are they elevated? Then you need to figure something out. Don't worry about the cholesterol. We need cholesterol. Things like that. And if you want to take some supplements for your brain, if you're eating well, you're probably not going to have to, because you're going to get a lot of good things in meat and eggs. Eggs contain choline. Choline is something that our brains need. But if you want to take a supplement, there's ginkgo, ginseng, acetylcholine, anything to help blood flow, beets, L-arginine, L-citrulline. There's Go-To Cola. Those are some supplements you might check into if your loved one has some form of dementia. Even if it's early stages, get on it quick. Change their diet. Get them off of sugar. And, fruit is good, but fruit is still sugar. But, berries, they're very low in the glycemic index. You might include, a little bit of that, but mostly protein, fish, red meat. If you want to do some chicken and pork, that's fine too. Add in eggs and just drink water. And see if you start telling the difference in your loved one. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving out That's medical advice. I'm just giving out a healthy lifestyle advice. So try it out. I hope this helps anyone that might be going through, a rough situation, your loved one, because dementia is tough. My mom passed away in August, and it was the saddest thing. I mean, her memory was better than a lot of people's. She didn't really lose a lot of memory. She never forgot who I was. But just try it. Y'all take care.